Hello and welcome back. Today we're going to be doing a lace nail. Looks like this. This is actually a butterfly lace nail. Kind of looks like a butterfly. It is lace in acrylic. You don't necessarily have to use the acrylic. I like it just because it really holds in the lace. What you're going to need for this is lace, obviously. Can be white, black, really any color as long as your nail is a different color from the lace so you can see it. You're going to need the white color and the top coat. You're going to need your acrylic supplies and cuticle nippers, which I think is the best thing to use. You can also use fingernail clippers. So what we're going to do is put on the white first, unless your nail is already white, and then you don't really have to worry about it. Next thing we're going to do is a clear coat. Just a really thin one. You don't want it too wet. You don't want it too thick. After that, we're going to lay down our lace that is pre-cut. I cut it really big. You're going to need to cut it really big. And you're just going to dab it on. I like to cut it really big because you do not want to stretch this. If you stretch it, it's going to look really awkward. The holes are going to be weird. This one I made it look like a leaf. After that's on, let that dry for a moment. Kind of looks like little leaves. I thought it was really pretty. What you're going to do is carefully cut around the nail with your cuticle nippers or scissors if you do not own cuticle nippers. Make sure they are really sharp. Do not use dull ones. You will end up pulling it right off the nail. This takes a moment. You're going to want to take your time. It does not have to be perfect. Because after you put the acrylic on, you're going to file down the rest of it. You can use a clear nail like I used on my butterfly nail. You don't have to. I'm not on this one just because I think it might be easier to see with the white nail polish on it. If it moves, just kind of push it right back in. This is probably the longest part. There. You're just going to push it right back on. Alright, that's what it looks like for now. You can put another top coat over it just to keep it in place. Some people only do a top coat over it. I find that doesn't always work the best. It always comes up or lifts. Next thing you're going to do is take your clear acrylic, I should say, because you don't want to use color over this. And you're just going to put some on there. I would do probably 2 thin layers, just because if you just use one, it might chip, it might crack. It's best just to do 2. Another thing you want to do with your acrylic when you get done doing the 2 overlays, if you'd like to, go around the edges of it. So like this edge right here, you can just kind of encase a little bit so that all of the nail is encased. And that way you don't have to file so much. You just basically have to buff that out. You certainly don't have to. You can always file it at the end. I think I might just to show you. That it's, for some it's easier doing it this way. Alright, there's your nail right there. If you're really good at acrylics, you should probably just use a top coat on it, call it good. It's going to be smooth anyway. If you want to file it down, buff it out, and then put a clear coat on, you can certainly do that too. I like to just use my finger, push in all them little fuzzies that are flying out. Push them right down in that acrylic. It's not going to hurt the acrylic, it's not going to hurt your finger. And it just makes it really smooth. Not bad. Pretty good, looks beautiful. Just let it dry really well. It takes a while for the acrylic to dry over your lace. And there you have it. Beautiful lace nails. Alright, tell me what you think of my method in the comments below.